Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK, and happy Christmas, welcome one and all. I'm on my second video of the day, so if you haven't seen the first one it will be up there somewhere for you to pop and have a look at, but you can just carry on watching this one, you'll soon pick up what we're doing. So it's my intention to make a journal today on camera in I think three. I hope it doesn't go into four, into three parts. And yesterday we made signature, just two signatures out of a pile of papers and things I wanted to use and things that were lying around to try and create a journal. If you want to know all the details, pop back and have a look at that. So today I filmed the first one last night and the light was really bad, so I've come back on this morning because I'm filming ahead, obviously. Come back on this morning to do the next one. So if I keep saying today, what I mean is this video. I'm going to do the cover, and we decided in yesterday's video that this piece of map would be good. I've cut it down. Don't know what I've done with the bits now. They're here, look. Just so that it would fit in camera and I wasn't all elbows and shoulders and what have you, trying to make it a size to fit. So we decided on this envelope and covering it, excuse me, coffee time already. Oh dear, that's better. I'm dusting my throat again. What was I saying? Yeah, we decided on the envelope, but we, when I'd made the signature, I'm not sure that it's going to be big enough because that's it without a spine, and I want to put a spine in. So I've been thinking a little bit about it, and I think perhaps the best thing to do is to cut down the signatures rather than, don't think I'm going to lose anything major, no. So I can easily take a centimetre off each of those signatures and make myself a centimetre spine in the middle of here. And I've just spotted there, I was wondering what I was going to do with it. It's not really thick, but I could double it over. I just need something tall enough to make a spine in there. Is there anything thicker? Just let me have a little look through. Now there was that piece of, yes, that piece of hardboard, wasn't there? And it's not big enough that way, but it is that way. So this is like from the back of, writing pad, A4 pad, lined paper. Yeah, that's really thick. That, because this is going to be a very thin cover. That will make a nice thick spine. Right, I'm just going to try and get out. I hope I don't knock you, but I'm sorry in advance if I do. Oh, this large green cutting mat, because if we're going to cut the signatures down as well, we're going to need it anyway. Make room, everybody, and everything. Okay, so I've got a few Christmas shout outs to do while I'm crafting today as well. So yeah, let me know if you're with me in the comments. Like I said on the last video, I will be checking every now and then throughout the day and, talking back to people. There won't be really long, well, unless, I've eaten myself stupid and I'm just sat and I can't move. There won't be really long conversations, but I will be having little conversations with you guys in the comments should you wish to comment. So please feel free, or just give me a smiley face or whatever. Right, I think a bit of measuring might be in order here. So I know that Roberta's watching me, so hi Roberta, lovely to have you here. And happy Christmas, my friend. You've been a wonderful supporter of my channel these last, I think, couple of months, I might be wrong. 23 centimetres long. Let's go here. And am I in camera? There. And I want it about a centimetre in, which actually I could probably do on this green board. That's not going to be enough, is it? Oh, 2 centimetres if I'm taking a centimetre off each side. Yeah, that looks better. 2 centimetres is enough for 2 signatures, definitely. Right, I'm just going to, so when I cut differently every single time, but I do try and use this board quite a bit to cut straight, because I'm not very good at eyeballing. I'm blaming it on my varifocal glasses, because they do bend, they like bend your view somehow. Not sure exactly how it works, but right, what am I doing? I'm doing it into 23, that's it. Now in theory that should just about be a 2 centimetre strip. Let's, wonder if I dare cut it with scissors, because although it is quite thick, isn't it? No, perhaps not. Yeah, it doesn't have to be, you know, machine accurate straight, but somewhere near would be good. So where are we going about there? I think I'll just, yeah, I'm sorry I'm cutting towards myself. I'm not supposed to, but it's just, it's very thick card. Yeah, I thought so. My ruler moved, and it's going to take a couple of runs through. So, oh yeah, it moved again. Let's see if I can just, well, it's gone through the bit I needed it to. That somehow doesn't look, oh, it is though, just, only just. Right, let's see if I can, now I can do it at a slant. Can you see, that's my preferred angle, you know, for writing and cutting and all sorts of things. I don't know why. I'm sure there's some kind of science behind it, but obviously with a square board, I can't cut diagonal and straight, if you know what I mean. Gosh, it is thick that. I'm wondering if it's going to be too thick. I struggle to get me, oh dear, my signature's through it, aren't I? But I think we can safely say once that's on there, they're going to be secure. Right. Oh, my ruler's not long enough, but this is. Am I in camera there? Let's go that way as much as I can. Hope I didn't knock you there. I think you can just about see that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 32 and a half. What a strange measurement. 32 and a half. So I want the 2 in the middle. So if I go 15 either way, in theory, let's see if my theory is right. Let's make a mark at 15 there. I don't know why I'm doing that, because, and 15 there. That should leave me, it does, 2.5 in the middle. I'm just wondering if I can get my big scoreboard out now. I should have got everything out, shouldn't I? I am literally crafting as I think about it, on the hoof, as they say. Yeah, I'm going to do that sideways, I think, because that's a better angle for me. Where's my little yellow piece? Right, so down there. Right, with the light on, I'm having trouble seeing that, but I can feel that it is. What do we think there? Scoring. Yep. Let's move that out of the way now. Yeah, I can see it now. So I fold it up on those score lines. I need to stick that flap down, don't I? I just couldn't decide whether to put anything inside the envelope, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to make it a soft cover. Has it got tape on it? It has. Okay, we'll have a bit of glue as well though. Belt and braces, shall we? Oops. That's it, down you go. Excuse me. So, Carol, Carol, I don't know where that came from. Caroline, I want to say hi, happy Christmas to you. So Caroline is from Canada. I'm sure she won't mind me saying, because she has a YouTube channel, and she's trying to grow it. So if you'd like to go over and have a look at her, or just say hi for Christmas, I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I can't see me mark now. There's one. What's that, the other? I should be able to do it by putting these together, shouldn't I? Yeah, so Caroline is Dream with Caroline. over on YouTube. I know some of you already. Well, there's the mark, so that must be there we go. Yeah, some of you already follow her, but so hi Caroline. She also supported my channel this year a lot. I appreciate it. She put a video up last week. I think I talked about it in another video of mine. I think I need to stick this down because I can't see where it's going, and then I can see my centre. Yeah, it's going to fit just nice in there. So even if I just stick it down with this, yes, glue stick, there we go. I still haven't got a list of words. I need a list of words up on a blackboard or a whiteboard, showing my age now, that I forget regularly, so I can look up at it and know the word. Yeah, she put up a video of her and her husband going to collect their Christmas tree. Well, actually cut it down. Well, I don't know if they cut it down themselves. They might have done, actually. But yeah, go and collect it from a forest where it was growing, you know, a Christmas tree forest. And yeah, it was lovely, and it snowed just for her. Beautiful. So yeah, hi Caroline. As you can tell, I thoroughly enjoyed watching that video. Okay, that's better. Now I know where the middle is. Caroline is having a busy Christmas. I think I said hello to Roberta, didn't I? I think Roberta's having her Christmas celebration tomorrow. A big celebration tomorrow, or a family gathering, or big as in a big celebration, not a big family. I am talking in, I was going to say twists, but that's not the word either. I promise you I have not been at the alcohol. Now I can't remember what I was trying to say yet. So that can be cut in half like that. Oh yeah, so Roberta is having her small family get together for the big celebration of Christmas tomorrow. Gosh, Roberta, sorry about that. So one of these has got a little cut in it somewhere, well, I had used part of it, I noticed, and there was a bit cut out, but that looks like it might be a tear from the fold, so we'll have that one on the inside, I think, and we'll do the inside last, will we? Yes, we'll do the inside last. Like I say, I'm just thinking about it as I'm doing it here, so roll with me. So this is going to be the outside, which is here now. Is that a nice, excuse me, now I think it's Russia, I've had a look. Oh look, Oslo. Oslo, is that how you say it? Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Yes, I was looking where, so most of it is mapped, so it can really go anywhere. So it can just sit in the middle. Yeah, and I think what I'll do is just, I will use it all. I will just miter the corners. I should be used to doing this now for wrapping presents. I don't know where my big scissors are. They can't be far away. Well, that's not true. They could be far away. I'm wondering if just to take it down a little bit. It's quite long there, isn't it? And I can take a small piece. Oh dear, somebody's car alarm. Or shall I take a big piece? Yeah, it's paper, Denise. How hard can it be? Oh, there's a nice piece of map. We'll hang on to that. Yeah, that's better. That looks a bit more manageable, shall we say. So yeah, I'm not going to take a lot off the corners, but I will just take a little bit off. So I was talking in a video a week ago about not cutting my material corners, not mitering them, because I get too close to the corners. And Tony said to me, well, if you always put the corners on anyway, which I do, the metal corners, you might as well have a go, which is true. It's good logic, but I still haven't yet. So hi Tanya, hope you're having a lovely, lovely Christmas. Now I know you're very probably, I think I'll glue the whole of that, you're very probably out having your Christmas lunch with your family. wise move. Somebody else doing the cooking and the washing up. Yep, so I'm sure you're enjoying that, but when you come back and watch me, happy Christmas. Hope you had a nice one. So Tanya is my, I call her my crafting angel. She does laugh at me. I am a bit daft, but yeah, she looks after me, so she sends me things that are useful. She gives me lots and lots of information and tips. We chat a lot. Usually about crafting, 99% of the time about crafting. Yeah, she's just a great support, and well, she says the same, so I think we support each other. But yeah, and I'm sure a lot of you know Tanya. Tanya is Tatty Treasure on YouTube and Etsy and lots of other things. Facebook, buy me a coffee. It doesn't matter which way up just yet, does it? Could do with it being straight, and actually you probably can't see, but I've got some lines, grid lines, map lines, yeah, to help me a little bit, so that was useful. Let's have my little brayer tool out, which I haven't used much recently, but this is just the perfect job for it, so it's always sitting here handy. Saves your hands, you know, those of us that struggle with various arthritic illnesses and the like. Yeah, so I'm just now folding the corners over flush with, or perpendicular to, is that the word? The corners, so not where I've mitered at all, but I've still taken some bulk out, I guess. Yeah, and then they can just be, why did you see me do that? Threw my glue piece of paper on the floor. I'll just glue those down. So like I say, it's not going to be a very strong cover. It is a journal for me, so I don't know why that would make a difference, but obviously it doesn't have to go in the post or anything like that, and I will treat it as I know paper should be treated. Not that you guys wouldn't. So fold over. Hope you can see what I'm doing. So that hasn't glued yet, it hasn't stuck yet, that glue, but gosh, when I do this with material, I've said to you before, I think this reminds me of covering school books when I was a child at school. Oh, all those years ago. Not quite slate and chalk, but yeah, a long time ago. We had to cover our what we called exercise books, which were the ruled books that we wrote in. We had to cover them to keep the covers nice. Gosh, the kids today would have a fit if they had to do that, wouldn't they? Well, the ones I teach anyway, or have taught. Yeah, we had to go home and beg wallpaper off parents if you was really posh, you had brown paper. We had wallpaper. Okay, so I haven't glued that down, but I'm, as you can imagine, going to have a little look at what it looks like, so like it. Okay, so I didn't check that. I have got a little bit of, although it's map like, isn't it? I like it. Right, so oops, I pulled my corner up there. Yeah, so with it being the glue I'm using being glue stick, it does take a little while to grab. And this matte paper, gosh, what's that? That's a train. Couldn't decide if it's a train or an aeroplane. With this being matte paper, it is quite a little shiny as well, so that means it will still glue, but it will just take that little bit longer to grab entirely, shall we say. So I'll do like I normally do, opposite sides. Now that might be, I don't know if it's just the pattern on the map or Might be wrinkling up a little bit with the wet glue, but to be honest, I don't mind if it does. I'm thinking now, maybe I should have screwed the map up and made it look really old and inked it. Maybe the glue will do that bit for me and then I can ink it, we'll see. But isn't that a good idea? A good idea that's come too late. Well, too late for me. Might not be too late for you if you've dug out some map and you're doing the same thing. Yeah, let me know, like I said last time, if you're crafting along with me either on the day or at a later date. I love to know that, yeah, people are having a go at what I'm having a go at. Or if you've already done one, I mean, nothing we do is new. We reinvent and we change things, but I'm not sure now in this junk journal world that there's very much that's not been done before in some way, shape or form. Okay, lovely, pleased with that. So who else am I talking to? Covered my list up now. Valerie, hi Valerie. So Valerie is, not quite sure where she is now. She's not in the UK. Sorry Valerie, I know you probably have told me, and probably on several occasions, but you know me by now. My memory is awful. Valerie is having a busy Christmas, I think. Her children are home from, I think she said university or college or somewhere, might be wrong. However, her children are home, so she's really looking forward to a lovely, hectic family Christmas, so that'll be nice. Hope you're enjoying it, Valerie. Hope you're having fun. I'm sure you are. And thank you, my friend, for all your lovely comments and support. Right. Now, I think while I give that a moment or two to dry and I think about what I'm going to do on the inside, I'm going to trim these, and I've got the board here. I'm going to trim these signatures down. So let's have a look what we might end up being finished at. You can't see that, I know, but I'm still going to easily get, well, 13.5, maybe even 14 in there, so that's not so bad, is it? So let's just line it up. I'm just going to have a look if there's anything in here on the edge that I really don't want to, I mean, a lot of them are small anyway, that I really don't want to lose. Now, that brown paper we turned over and glued, but it's well in, isn't it? So we can lose some of that pink, no problem. We can lose some of that. What was my middle page? I must have gone past it. Oh, it's that one, and it's in quite a bit. It's in a centimetre or so. So let's have a look what it actually measures. See if I can do it for you to see first. Yeah, so we've got 15, 5, 10, 15, so it's not going to be far off. So I am going to, now I'm going to use my quilting ruler for this. Now, this is meant for using with blades. Oops, that was a picture I wanted. And you can see how thick it is there compared to, you know, even this. So it's got plenty of edge for your blade to run along and not come up over the top and get to you, as it were. Right, I'm going to try and turn my board a little bit sideways. Sorry if that's sending your eyes crazy. Oops. But it's just the best angle for me to cut at. So what I'm going to do is, and that seems a nice square edge, that front paper, and it's 14.5 exactly. So I'm going to use that as the edge for my ruler, because obviously I'm not lined up on here. I'd have to move it a long way. I'd have to have it at that angle, which I couldn't do. So I'm just going to line up along that edge with my ruler. Kept plenty of blade out, and that looks like it's got, just having a dig in my drawer, looks like it's got, if you can see, glue on it, which will slow it down. Okay, so you're looking, but I'm not. I've got my glasses on as well, but oops. Yeah, let's do it the right way. And just grab hold of it in the right place. Yeah. So I'm just going to snap that off. That didn't do it very well. I'm going to take another one because there is a proper line that it should be going along. Let me try it again. That's better. Right. put those on there where I'm not going to lose them. Yeah, so now, oh, you can see how I go through the knife so much, can't you? Now I've got a lovely sharp blade, and it should not take, oh yeah, it's going through it like butter. So it'll take 3, maybe 4 runs, depending on how sharp your blade is. I think I'm through, just at the top there. Okay. And that should be a lovely, neat edge. It is beautiful, and it's 14.5. Now, did we say we had 14.5? You can see my brain's not, no, we didn't. Well, we did, but just, I think I'm going to take it in another ½ centimetre just to be sure. So what I'm going to do this time, I don't know if you can see, I'm lining up along this spine with this straight edge here, which should continue to give me a straight edge. So yeah, that's maybe another, I don't know that it's ½ centimetre, it might be very nearly ½ centimetre, just to make sure everything gets inside the cover. This one's taken a bit longer, perhaps I didn't press on it quite as hard. Okay, what have we got now? Yeah, 14 and a millimetre, which, oops, let me just pop it in there, it just fits a nice height wise. Yeah, that's just going to fit nicely on there. All I need to do now is get this one exactly the same. Obviously I've got different heights going on, and that's fine, but they're all going to be the same width. So let's mark 14.5 on here. 5, 10, 15. Oh, it was 14 really, wasn't it? 14 and a millimetre, which kind of is just inside that. Oops. Just inside there. Now I can see I've got something in the middle that's not right in. Maybe it was the birds. Yeah, I think it was, in which case they are plenty small enough so it wouldn't have made any difference, but you never know. Right, so we're lining that up there. Let's not cut that again. Is that what we said? Yeah. Of course it is, because it's the exact same measurement on the ruler, isn't it? So I could have done that without marking, but never mind. Better to be safe than sorry. Ooh, making spaghetti, paper spaghetti. Let's get rid of it before I create havoc. Okay. So, Joan, hi Joan, happy Christmas, hope you're having a lovely time. Yeah, pleased with that. You've also supported me through comments and my Etsy shop, thank you, and yeah, you've been with me a good while now. Hope you're having a lovely, I think you're having a family Christmas, I think. You're in the UK. I know you know that, but everybody else doesn't yet, so Joan's from the UK. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so now we've got signatures, I've got a cover. All I need to do now is put a centre in the cover, and I need to decide whether to strengthen this a little bit. It is very, very, and I'm thinking book page might be a good way to go. Not to strengthen it a lot, but a bit. And if you remember, I had this book with me, which is good for all sorts of things. It's a lovely thick paper though. I showed you it in the last video, so if you haven't seen that video and you want to know what the book is, pop back and have a look. I'll pop it down here. Yeah, just to give it a little bit of extra. Won't give it a lot, but probably better cutting the top, aren't I, where I can reach. Can you still see? Where are we? Somewhere about there. And probably better doing it that way. I'll get a better tear, won't I? About there, do we think? Yeah. So when you're tearing, if you hold the smaller piece and pull the bigger piece, you tend to get, I find, you tend to get a better, use that neat edge there. Yeah, just giving it a little bit of something. So can I, oops, not two here. I'm going to do the same on here. Just by, want it that way, don't I? Just like that. Oops. Yeah, I have a feeling that moved, but no, we're fine. Okay, I'm not going to keep those bits. They're going. So, yeah, I'm still thinking about what's going. I don't need it the right way up yet, but I need to think about that when I cover it. What I'm going to cover the middle with, and am I going across that? I think probably I'm going across that. The blue page is too small. Let's do this one. So it is quite a absorbent paper, this book. So I'll have to make sure I put quite a bit of glue on it. And I'm just wondering whether I need to sew. I'd like to do it all so you can just sit and do it with me, so perhaps I won't sew the edge off the cover. Perhaps I'll just leave it glued. So I need to somehow come up with a way to make the inside completely covered and neat. That shouldn't be too much of a problem, she says. With paper. A bit more tricky with material, but we're doing it with paper, so. Okay, come down. Yeah, strange, but it feels thicker already. The glue that you add also seems to add a bit of thickness as well, especially when it dries. So yeah, gluing a thickish piece of paper down can make quite a big difference to the piece. And yes, I've managed to get myself sticky now, and I don't have any wet wipes. I really must get some. Okay, so that not only is that creating a bit of thickness there on the cover, it's also holding that turned over pieces of paper down too. Ooh, get off. Just fold in the also will have to be on the back, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's definitely thicker by the time I've covered it as well with something else. So I'm wondering if to put a strip of something. What have we got? I'm wondering if to put a strip of something across there, and then that's not quite big enough, is it? It's not far off though. So I made this on camera, and I've Mod Podged it, so it has got a bit of protection on it. So it's 29, so it would be 14 and a half if I cut it. Well, it would fit if I cut it in half. I'm just going to cut it in half and see what I think to it. It may or may not be what we use. Oh dear, it's coming up there. That'll be when it got wet, no doubt. So we're going 14 and a half, which is there. I didn't close my knife, that was naughty. Is that right? 5, 10. 5, 10. There. 5, 10, 15 and a half. 5, 10. That can't be right. Oh yeah, because that's not quite at the end. Do you know, I'd be dangerous if I had brains. So that's 14 and a half, so it's there. Chances are they're not going to be exactly the same. Stop moving. I feel the ruler moving. I must be pressing too hard on it. That's it. Let's see how accurate I was. 1/2 centimetre out. How did I manage that? I had a feeling I was. Well, that is 14 and a half, and that is 15 in a bit. Was it 29 and a half, not 29? It would have been, yeah, should have been 14 and 3/4, shouldn't it? Your noodle. So, won't quite cover. Although, well, that one does. It's more the height actually. If I put something across, I'm wondering about something about some material actually across there, but have I got anything to hand? Got some felt, but that's not really what. Oh, I've just spotted something. Just let me. It's reachable, but not with a microphone. Just take the microphone off a second. Oops. Right, what's this? Isn't that pretty? Just sitting on my shelf, begging to be used. I'm just wondering if it's sticky back actually. So this is something my lovely sister gave me. I think it might be. It's hard to tell. It might not. It might just be like a plasticky. Oh, it's definitely separating. So let's see. Oh, it is. Now then, what do we think to pink dots in there? And this is not something I've ever done on camera, so this could be fun or it could be right. I'm just going to cut it, get it laid out, get myself organised, and then I'll be back. Okay, you didn't even know I was gone, did you? So here's hoping all goes well. So all I've done is, and there wasn't much left, look, all I did was cut it to size. I had to go hunt for some scissors and cut the side off. That's all I did. The rest is, you know, it's going to be warts and all you seeing me. I just needed to get my shoulder and everything in to cut that. So I don't know how well it's going to go over that. In theory it should just fit into that spine and be fine. I haven't given it a lot of spare, so we'll see. So I'm thinking, gosh, I don't think I've used sticky back plastic since the 80s, which is what we used to call it, sticky back plastic. I don't know what it's called now. Right, so I think the thing is to just get it started. Right, I'm thinking that's going to be see-through as well, but we'll embrace it, shall we? Because it's a junk journal. What do I always say? If you can't fix it or change it, something that you think's gone wrong. Gosh, it's very sticky. I'm only going to get one go. Embrace it. It will also stretch if I stretch it. So, oh, when you've already stuck down, don't do that. Don't do that. Come back. Right, now I think in theory if you get it down flat, which you haven't, far from. Oh no, nor straight, because I was going to say in theory you should just pull this plastic off. Let's put the plastic back down. You should just pull this plastic off in a straight line and then press that as we go, but let's just, we'll just cover it up. If it goes all wrong, won't we? It'll just have a bit of extra protection on it. So yeah, see-through certainly it is, without a shadow of a doubt. But it's strong. Yeah, you can hear that it's plasticky, so just having fun. How far to the edge are you going to go? You can hear that noise. You probably can't see what I'm doing, but you can hear the noise. Oh, quite close to the edge then. I thought more of it would go in there. Well, that's quite nice stuff actually, seeing. The thing is that the right way up? It is. So that's fine, seeing that inside. So it looks like it's on a recipe book. Well, it is on a recipe book. And that's really going to give that a spine. So what I'm thinking now is, can I be clever and put a piece down the spine on the outside? Because that would really well and truly, so we're at the very end, so it's quite curl-uppy. that a thinner piece? Oh, that's got the mark on it. Not that we dislike marks. It's got a bit of distress on it. Don't know if it is thinner actually. And I could cut it thinner. I think it's probably cut straighter. I'm not sure about that edge. I'm going to trim that edge down. At least I've got some dots to follow. Not taking a lot off it. Because again, if I go wonky when I put it up the spine, and now I'm thinking, shall I do it after sewing in? Yes, that might be a good idea, might it? Sew the signature in and then put that over the signatures. What do we think? Yeah, I think we will. Right, so let's get rid of these bits. Oops. And that. Just clearing some space. And signatures in here. Yes, I like it. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to sew it now because it's plastic and I'd like some pockets on the inside. They might make nice pockets actually. Cut down. Yeah, I think it might need stitching, and that will stop that curling up as well, won't it? Yeah, so I'm going to stop and stitch it before I sew the signature in. Okay, hello, I'm back. It's been probably, yeah, a millisecond for you, but actually it's the next day for me. So I did leave the cover to the glue to set before I stitched round, and I did put something on the inside. So if you remember, I had one piece which I've cut in half. Was that it? I think so, yeah. So I cut that in half, and then I used the two bottom halves because I was thinking some nice big pockets here, so we can still see all that beautiful gosh, that was my microphone. Sorry, can still see all that beautiful text underneath that lovely pink dotty paper, but I've also got some lovely big pockets there, and I have stitched them in just because it is a little bit plasticky, that paper. So I glued them to start with and let the glue set, which took a while, you know, so it wouldn't move around, because I like to sew it on this side, so I couldn't see what I was doing. Yeah, and I was thinking when I looked at that yesterday, Oslo is not in Russia, is it? Now, am I being daft? I think Oslo, I'm thinking Switzerland now. I probably should have asked my husband overnight, but anyway, yes, you probably gathered, geography not my thing. Yeah, so that's that done. So I'm not going to be on too much longer for this video. There'll be another one in a couple of hours. Obviously I've got 3 to join together now. Hope you're having a lovely day though. But before I leave you, I'll just, if you remember, this was round that lovely pink dotty roll of paper that I had, and I was looking at it thinking, well, that would be a good closure, seeing as I'm just using up stuff from around and about. So yeah, that goes nice on there, I thought. And then this, which I showed you right at the beginning. Now, I like the greens and things with it, but it's got a very red rose on it, and you know, I'm kind of putting pink accents with it. So I was thinking we might make a okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I was thinking about making a snippet across the bottom with some reds and pinks to tie the red in to the, you know, the pink in the rest of the journal, because it is very pinky. I think that's where I'd got to. I don't, perhaps not. You probably noticed that I had to stop the video because somebody came in, and I carried on filming afterwards, and it doesn't appear to have filmed now. I think what I did was back this while I was filming there. So if it suddenly jumped, if the film suddenly jumped, and this has now got a backing on it, that's what I was doing. If it didn't, I don't know what I was doing. But it was only about four minutes worth of film, if that. So so just to recap, obviously I'll see it when I put the films together, but I've got another piece to put to it now again. So just to recap, yeah, now it's a bit stiffer from there. We're going to have a lovely, I did dig out this packet of loveliness. That red's going to go nice, isn't it? some bits of pink in there, you can see. Yeah, so lovely big red, white, pink, something snippet in there to tie it in. And then next video, next video we will be sewing in the signature. So I think I might do one and then come and do the second one on film with you, just to cut the time down a bit, because you don't need to see it done twice. If it's really, really tricky, really hard getting through that that thick bit, I might put them both in, but I'll try and save one to do with you. I will then also finish my shout outs, yeah, and we'll start embellishing. So there'll probably be 2 more films, whether the 4th one will be today on Christmas Day or whether it will be on Boxing Day, I don't know. It really depends how long I'm on next time, I guess, and how much time I've got filming, because obviously I'm still doing my current filming for films that you're going to see previous to this. So yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely day. Oh my goodness me, yes, time I went for a cup of tea. Choked myself now. So yeah, I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.